Well met. Welcome to the Bloated Float. She's the finest inn on the water in all Cyrodiil. There's a room, all right, and a fine room it is. Yours for the night for only 10 gold. A wise choice indeed. You've never had a night's rest like this, I assure you. The room is down below deck. It's the door on the left. You've already got the room. It's down below deck. Farewell. Good afternoon.
You've got a real bounce to your step.
Hey, who in Oblivion are you? You don't look like one of the Blackwater brigands. What? I was told there are only 2 others on board. I locked the bouncer in the storage room, and she has the owner. So that leaves you. Now I'll ask again. Who are you? There's no one else in our group except the 4 of us. The Blackwater Brigands don't just take on new members out of the clear blue sky. When we formed the Brigands 3 months ago, I was told no more than a 4-way split on all the profits. So stop telling lies and tell me what you're doing here. Then perhaps my sword can find the words that your mouth cannot. You're pathetic. What's the matter? Getting tired? About time someone showed up. Thank you for freeing me. I'm Grumman Gramarad, the Bloated Float's bouncer and helmsman. I've been locked in that storage room for hours. I don't know exactly what's going on, but not long ago, a gang of thieves calling themselves the Blackwater Brigands stormed the ship. They took myself and Ormil, the float's owner, hostage and put the ship to sea. I have no idea what they're after. If you can get me safely to the top deck, I can steer the float home. But I'm not budging until the coast is clear. I'm used to dealing with drunken louts, not a gang of well-armed thieves. All I know is there seems to be 4 of them. They blindfolded me before they put me in here, so I didn't see much. We rarely get real trouble here. The watch puts a stop to rough stuff damn quick. I'm mostly ornamental at the Bloated Float. Makes folks happy. The float has 3 decks. This deck is the inn deck. The next level up is the tavern deck. And then there's the top deck. Good luck. You'll need it.
Oh, there. Where do you think you're going? Celine's not going to like this one bit. I wasn't to be disturbed. Lynch set you up here? Why? Did he send you to talk to Celine? What does she need assistance with? She has Ormil under her own watchful eye in his cabin. Something isn't right here. What happened to Lynch? You? You bested Lynch? I always knew he was out of practice. Oh, well, I suppose it's up to me to do his job for him as usual. You die!
Nice work. I'll wait on the tavern deck until you clear the top deck. That's where the ship's wheel is located. I thought I heard an Imperial woman's voice while I was blindfolded. Other than that, I don't know much more about her. I await your return, if you return. What are you doing up here? They find the Golden Galleon yet? Orders? Celine didn't tell me about this, and I don't remember her taking on someone else to help us find the Golden Galleon. When did all this happen? Damn that woman. She promised a 4-part split when we recovered the Golden Galleon. She never said anything about splitting it 5 ways. She said when we got back to the safe house in Breville, we would divide the loot after she fenced the damn thing. Do Lynch and Minx know about this? Well, since they're out of the way, if I kill you, that means Celine and I split the take 2 ways. This heist is getting better and better. I fought mud crabs more fearsome than you. Top deck clear yet? Sounds like the coast is clear, so I'll make my way up to the ship's wheel. But I'm not moving this hulk an inch until Ormill is safe. Be cautious. Their leader sounds dangerous.
How'd you get in here? Roth? I told him to guard the wheel and not talk to anybody. Who are you? We made a solemn pact not to let anyone else join the gang. I can remember it clearly, even though it was... What? Can no one in this gang keep things secret? I suppose you think you know why you've taken over the bloated float as well. How did you know about that? No matter. Once I've taken care of you, we'll scuttle the ship and be off to our safe house. No one will find us there. Again you have surprised me with your knowledge of our operation. I suspect Lynch didn't check all the inn rooms before we departed. You must have been hiding down there and made your way up here. How did you get past Minx, Roth and Lynch? Impossible. You defeated the 3 of them alone? I'm humbled by your skill, and fear that assaulting you would lead to my own quick demise. Please accept my surrender. Here's my blade. Please, no treasure is worth my life. The bloated float is yours. I've already surrendered. What more do you want?
Thank goodness you arrived when you did. I feared that I'd be thrown to the slaughterfish. If you get Selena safely locked up, I can tell you all I know. I won't feel safe until you do that. Thank goodness you Now that she's surrendered, please escort her to the last room on the inn deck. We'll lock her in there until we arrive at port.
Many thanks. I'm preparing the ship for her return.
Now that Celine is locked up safely below, I think we can all breathe a little easier. I can't thank you enough. Well, I'm afraid all of this was my fault. They hijacked the bloated float because of me. Business has been waning of late, so I invented a story. I fashioned a tale about a golden galleon that the previous owner hid within this very vessel. It was to be a statuette made completely of gold. At the time, the idea was quite clever, I thought. I figured the lore would draw more curiosity seekers and adventurers looking for the treasure. What could the harm be if while they were here, they bought a drink or two? My business has increased quite a bit since I leaked the story. Well, obviously, I was mistaken. It was a terrible idea. I'm just glad that no innocents were hurt. I wouldn't want to have their blood on my hands. Anyway, sorry to ramble. You better get below now and rest until we arrive safely at the Imperial City docks. Celine no longer holds the bloated float. Once we get to the Imperial City, I intend to make sure she is prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. I'm glad that you were on board to help rid me of them. If you hadn't been here, I don't even want to think about it. Please, go get some rest.
Many thanks. I'm preparing the ship for her return. Thanks again for helping us. I'm sure Ormil will reward you appropriately.
You're awake. Good. I didn't want to disturb you. I suppose you're wondering what I did with Celine. The authorities at the Imperial City took her off the ship as soon as we docked. I was also informed that there was a reward for her capture. Here you go. Don't spend it all in one place. Unless it's here, of course. She was a ruthless woman, and I'm glad she's behind bars where she belongs. Yes, the float is quite a vessel, don't you think? The only functioning tavern and inn on the water in all of Cyrodiil. Bought it maybe 10 years ago when it was decommissioned. Had to gut the whole thing to make room, but kept it seaworthy. All the furnishings were built inside the ship, since they were too big to be carried on board. Spared no expense. Farewell,
I
my
know
friend.
that you're welcome on board the bloated float any time. I saw them haul her off to jail. She was not happy. So long.
Well,
A pleasure to... Only quality goods for sale here. What can... That's a good deal. Thank you for your patronage. You too. Ah, yes. A guild brother in search of a fence? Good deeds and more.
May I help you? He is dirty. Plain and simple. I don't trust him at all. Won't even come to the merchant meetings, and sets his prices so low. He undercuts everyone. If you want to give me a hand, go speak with Jensine at her good-as-new merchandise store. She can clue you in and maybe offer some coin. Jensine is the lady you want to speak with about Thorinir. Take care.